Hello, Pharma Life family.
Hi, everyone.
You have not seen us in a while, huh?
No.
It's been a bit. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Um, and you're doing the best you can wherever you're at. Take your antivirals, eat healthy, and just do the best you can, man. These are really tough times. Here at the Pharma Life, we're open. We are open for business here. And this young man here, Raoul, Pharma Life family, Raoul.
Hello, I'm
Hello.
Brian.
How you
Nice to
doing?
meet everybody.
Um, Raoul is got just a really fascinating story. He's a raw food restaurant owner in Florida. But even before that, he's got a really interesting story of how he even got involved in all this. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I've been vegan for 18 years, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't call myself vegan. I call myself a survivalist because I eat to survive.
I like that.
And about 18 years ago, I started developing, issues and problems with my prostate. I went to see a doctor. They ran a
Mm-hmm.
PSA. It got up to about 12. They did a sonogram. My prostate was enlarged. My doctor sent me to a urologist. The urologist was sitting there explaining what might happen to me and what he was going to do. And the first thing they wanted to do was a biopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And when he showed me the device that they use and that big thing that he was going to put up my rectum and start
Oh.
taking chunks of my prostate
No
out,
thanks. I don't
I
want that.
saw this and I says, you know what? I think
Ooh.
we're done here. I'm not going that route. I'm going to do something else. And he got very offended.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
Western medicine they will.
He did not
Yeah.
want me to leave his office. He says he started yelling at me, and he's actually so close to my face. He was getting spitting on me,
Oh.
and he was yelling, "Do you want to die? Do you want to die?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to die, but I don't want you to kill me." And then he wanted me to go to his office and sign a waiver or something, and I said, I'm not going back in there, and I'm leaving, and you'll never see me again. And I walked out. My daughter did some research, and at the time,
Hello, Isabella. So your daughter's been here too, right?
she's been
She's
here
amazing.
twice. She's the one that brought me this time.
We love you, Isabella.
And she says, Dad, if you go raw vegan, your prostate will heal. And like I told you before, the first thing that came to my mind is raw vegan. Isn't that like a salad?
Yep. Yeah, like rabbit food.
Like I'm supposed to eat salads and that's going to cure my prostate. When this doctor just told me he's going to put radioactive implants in my prostate,
Yeah.
he might have to do surgery. They might at some point have to do chemo. It's like it's like a nuclear war, and she's going to have me eat salads. So I did my own research, and I started to see the sense in alkalinity, and
Absolutely.
the fact that if I'm eating, let's say, salads and fruits, it's a raw plant-based diet. I'm no longer eating the meat, which most likely gave me my prostate cancer,
Sure.
and the dairy,
Acidity. Yep.
and the animal products and all the processed foods and whatever it is I was eating before.
Right.
So what I ended up doing was going to Hippocrates, which I stayed for 9 weeks.
And that's a health resort, a
It's
healing center in Lauderdale, right?
In West Palm Beach.
West Palm, right in Florida.
It's in West Palm Beach off Okeechobee Road in the Turnpike.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there for 9 weeks, and I did the health educator program. And when I left there, I was totally into this. I was going to be, and I stayed.
You were all in. You were feeling good.
Oh, I felt amazing. And
Nice.
things right away, you start feeling the difference, like within a few days. And I was there 9 weeks, so you can imagine how I felt
Wow.
when I left.
Yeah.
And I actually stayed raw, plant-based for 2 years.
Nice job.
And
Not easy to do. Well done.
everything got better. I went back to do another sonogram.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that did that sonogram had done the original sonogram, the doctor.
Yeah.
And they were looking at it, and they couldn't believe that this was like nine months later, that it was there was 2 computers. They have me on a bed. They have this machine on me,
Yeah.
and they're going, you got the wrong file. Check well, that's Raoul Valley. That's what this file. And they're going back and forth. And then this doctor was a female doctor. The first time I was there, I tried to talk to her, and she wouldn't talk to me. I've got a room full of patients. You're going to have to go see your urologist. I can't talk to you. This time, she wouldn't let me leave her office. She wanted to know
Wow.
what medication I had done,
Uh-huh.
what I had, how did it, what treatments I had done. When I told her I just went plant-based, raw vegan, she had a brother on the other coast of Florida that had prostate issues.
Yeah.
So she
So
wanted
she wanted to know.
she wanted to know what I did because she saw that my prostate was back to normal. Originally, I'd had some kind of nodule with all the
Yeah.
blood vessels feeding it, and she knows that when you see that, that's prostate
Yeah.
cancer.
Yep.
It was all gone, and the prostate had shrunk back to normal,
That's incredible.
and things
Wow.
were just working the way things are supposed to work.
So you get rid of your prostate cancer.
Mhm.
What inspired you? How many years, after that, what inspired you to get, to open up a raw food restaurant?
Well, what happened is that when I went to Hippocrates, I was married at the time, and I was gone for 9 weeks. When I got back, my wife at the time was still eating meat, still on our normal diet.
I see.
And I had learned about Living Life Institute in Fort Bragg, California,
Yep. Heard about
run
them
by
too.
Sherry Soria. So I asked, listen, do you want to go to this place for a couple of months and become a raw food chef? And she was all, a vacation to California. I'm gone for 2 months. You take care of the kid. I said, yeah, you deserve. So she went, and she came back a raw food chef, totally into the plant-based,
Wow.
totally vegan. And she's Italian Jewish, and she wanted to start giving. She was just into this. She wanted to go to people's homes and make food. So she started holding classes. In the first class, she told one of her friends that invited like 4 people, and she did a raw food demo, and then fed everybody. Those classes grew to maybe 30, 35 people in different homes, and there were so many people, and this is in a residential neighborhood,
Wow.
that the cars were all over the street. There was no place to park these cars. So there was police knocking on the door saying, these are your cars, you got to get them out of here.
Right.
So she decided, what if we just opened up a restaurant, a school? Our original idea was to open up a school
Uh-huh.
where we would do the same thing, but in a different setting. So in order to open up the school, we had to get all the licensing for a restaurant.
Might as well do a restaurant.
So once we did the school, we opened up the restaurant just 3 days a week for lunch at the very beginning.
Uh-huh.
But the demand started to grow, and people said, why can't you open at night? Because we work, and within
Right.
a few months, we were running a full-fledged
Restaurant.
7-day-a-week restaurant,
Wow.
day and night.
That's incredible. And how was that experience? What was the name of it?
It was called the Green Wave Cafe, which I had to close back in January of last year, a year ago.
Uh-huh.
And lucky for me, because COVID came 2
Yeah.
months later, it hit hard Florida. And it was a 12-year experience, and it was one of the best things I've ever done.
I bet it was amazing. I bet you probably saw a lot of inspiring stories too. People coming in there and healing.
It was a hospital.
Yeah, sure. Just like
Seriously.
this place. Yep.
I had people coming in there with all kinds of medical issues, wanting to know what I had done.
Right.
A lot of men with prostate issues. There's books written on it. We've been in documentaries. We've been in movies. All of this because of the restaurant.
That's fantastic. And so what brought you here?
Well, my daughter, 2 years ago?
Yep,
had
Isabella
come-
came.
Had been here, and ever since she told me about this place, I wanted to come. But one of the reasons I couldn't was because I owned the restaurant, and
you're a
it's
slave to the
very
restaurant.
it's very hard to leave it for more than a week without
Yep.
wondering if it's going to be there when you get back.
Yeah, exactly. It's a 24/7 job, man.
And then some of my customers had been here. Roz had been here.
Hey,
you know-
Roz.
You know Karen Ramsey. She's
Karen
been
Ramsey,
here.
yep.
Maybe there was another customer that mentioned that they were gonna come. I don't know if they ever did, but it was something that we were discussing, and I really
Sure.
wanted to come. So once I closed the restaurant, and I had all this free time, I went to California to see my mother a couple of times. I went to Asheville to see my other daughter. Now I'm free. I'm retired. I'm free.
Restaurant sold.
The restaurant's gone. And my daughter says, hey, Dad, now's your chance. Let's go to Finca de Vida. I said, okay, let's go. And she made all the
Nice.
plans. She's been calling you guys for a while.
Yeah.
And we made reservations, and we came, and here I am. And I've been here almost a month.
Yeah, and Isabella was only here for a few days, right? She had to work and
she's
stuff.
working, so she could only be here for the first week.
But you've been here for a month, and we've been open, Farm of Life. We've been open this is our 12th year, I believe, and there's only been a few people that have walked the amount. You know, Raoul, you're 71 years young. I'm going to say young because this guy's seriously vibrant. He's been awesome. He's been a friend. He's helped out washing dishes, fixing our dryer. You know, I mean, everything. He's a fix-it man. He's amazing. Really interesting stories, fun to listen to.
Help us dig.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
really
All
sad.
kinds of, different, little sad story of our dog Ramsey's passing away. And yeah, you've just been amazing. But you've walked, what, 6 kilometers a day?
I've walked more than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
My longest hike was close to 9 miles, which was from here all the way to Nyack Falls, all the way to the river, bathe, and then back. And that's just under 9 miles.
And I want to tell like people out there, you fitness buffs, raw food fitness buffs that are out there, you can do that. You can jog. There's in unbelievable places too. I mean, normally we do yoga in the mornings and then hikes to waterfalls, but the hikes weren't enough for you. You were like, no, man, you would leave early in the morning on your own. I showed you a few roads. I was like, here, I just kind of pointed you in the right direction, and you would just take off, and you would come back, you would leave 6 in the morning, come back middle of the day, and he would always have some amazing story, and then the village would say, oh, you were the guy with the stick, right?
I'm the guy with the staff, like Moses. Everybody knows me. In fact, I ran into 2 men today when I went to Nyack today.
Yeah.
And they've seen me, and one of them says, my wife sees you, and she says, there's that guy again, the guy with the stick.
The guy with the stick.
The guy that keeps walking, and I see him again on his way up.
It's a small village.
They wonder what I'm doing, but I use it. It's all downhill and uphill here.
Yeah.
And some of these inclines are, like you said, 20 degrees.
Those are tough.
And I think that the snake, the curved one, is maybe 25 over there.
Oh, easy. By Nyack? Yeah.
It is. It's a killer. It makes this one look easy.
Exactly.
Well, you know why I did it? Because the very first day that I was here with my daughter, she wanted me to go for that 7-kilometer hike.
Yeah.
To the town.
Right.
And on the way back up, since I'm a flatlander from Florida,
the first day you bonked a little bit.
my legs are not used to the incline and down. My legs are used to straight. So,
right.
So I got cramps, and I literally had to get on the side of the road and lay down. I call it I collapsed. I was exhausted.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, normally when guests come here, they may ask, and we're like, you might not want to do that. But, you wanted to do it. I mean, it was your passion.
It's a challenge.
You're a cyclist back home.
Yeah.
You used to be a runner, and it's what you wanted to do. And, those of you out there that, you want to come here and set your own fitness program and walk 3, 4, 5 hours a day, you can, and the views and the waterfalls and everything that you can do are just amazing, right?
The views are amazing. The hikes are amazing. I've gone down that hill to Eric's farm. I've gone to Peace Falls, Nyack.
Yep, Nyack is another waterfall. Yep.
I've gone these little circle things where I come down and come back up. It's just so many different places to hike here. It's amazing, and they're all beautiful, and they're very taxing and challenging.
Yep.
I wasn't about to let that mountain beat me.
You need to talk about how you feel about this dog.
Caesar, everybody.
This isn't a
Caesar.
dog. This is a wolf, and this dog owns this mountain.
He does.
It's amazing what this dog does. He follows me on a lot of the hikes.
Yep, he still does, and he's in his 90s.
When he wants to. If he doesn't want to, he's not going. And sometimes, as soon as you guys leave, he runs over and looks for me. I don't understand it.
I know. He's a great dog. He's real special.
He is. He's not a dog. It's part human.
It's a little spirit animal. Well, Raoul, I mean, it's really been amazing having you. You're a testimony. At 71, I really want to be able to walk around and have the level of vibrant health that you do, really. I mean, it's been amazing. I hope so.
You're eating right. I saw what you eat.
Yep, I'm doing okay. But, I mean, you're incredible. You really are.
You are inspiring.
You are inspiring, and hopefully this video inspires lots and lots of people to, eat more plant-based and to get out there and walk.
Yeah.
Do some walking in your neighborhood.
Well, here's the thing. You have an advantage that a lot of people don't have. You have the purest air that I've ever breathed. You have spring water coming out of your taps.
Yep.
The food that you're growing on the farm is on volcanic soil.
Yep.
So it's supercharged with. Seriously, you guys have no idea what you have here.
Yeah.
Just
It's
the water.
beautiful.
The water alone coming out of that tap is worth $1 million.
Yeah.
You can't get this anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't get what you have here. The air. You know, the sun comes down and you go to bed and you sleep like a baby. After that first time I did the 9-mile thing,
Yeah.
I slept 9 hours.
That's amazing.
I went on my bed and that was the end of it. It's a great place.
Yeah.
You really have a beautiful, great place here.
Thanks, Raoul.
Thanks.
I hope to see you again, man. I really do.
You will.
I hope it's a yearly thing. I really do.
I'll be back next year just around this time because this
Cool.
I think is a good time. And I hope
This is one of the best times
Caesar
to be
and me are
here.
going to go hiking next year, right,
Yep.
Caesar?
That's right.
Right? We're going to go hiking?
Well, Farmer Life family, we thank you. We love you. Stay safe out there.
Yep, come visit.
Come visit, please. You know, if you're a little, it's cold up there. You know, if you're a little like, you know, kind of stuffed in or whatever, all the new rules and stuff like that, and the new lockdowns, you can come here. And it's just certainly a little bit more free out here in the country, right? Out here in the jungle. And so, yeah, give it some thought for sure. All right. We love you.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.